This is your bent over reverse fly. So I'm going to show options with the dumbbells as well as a banded option. So you can do either at home or at the gym, depending on what equipment you have. It's actually pretty lightweight for these ones until you get used to the movement and small progressions as you go through. I do love the banded option for this one, especially when you get those bands. You can get sets where there's like progressive overload with the weight. You can just click on different handles. I'll show that when we get to it, but it's a nice option. And I just like the line of pull and how it feels. So for this, you just need what equipment you're going to use, and then you'll adjust your body stance accordingly. So I'll show with the dumbbells first of all. So you want to have that bent over stance, spine nice and long. So your traditional reverse fly, you'll kind of feel like you're hugging a little bit of a barrel. Okay, so there's a little bit of a bend in the elbow, and then we squeeze up. And you're thinking of squeezing the shoulder blades together. Common mistake here is popping the chest and kind of dumping into it. So make sure you're holding that neutral. Feel like you're lying against a bench or an incline bench. And in fact, if you want to do that, if you're at the gym and you have an incline bench, you could lean against that bench and then find that setup. Okay. I'll show it from the front. Elbows have that nice soft bend. Okay. Option to have the thumbs out, and then that targets rear delts a little bit more. So that's that supinated grip, and thumbs lead up towards the sky. Okay. Again, we want to make sure we're not rounding or overextending through the spine or using momentum. So it's a nice focused lift. Now with the band, I like to have my feet about hip distance apart when I do those. However, with the band, you might adjust that. So when you find your band, this is the one that I was talking about with the handles, you can change the handles to different weights. Now, critical thing here, this feels like awkward and unstable. So you do want to cross the handles, and the tension, you can take up less or more tension depending on how wide your feet are apart. And then we set up that same neutral spine and then soft bend in the elbows as we pull. Okay, so here I feel like it's like too wobbly at the bottom, so then I might take a little bit more tension, and that feels like it's more supported through the whole range of motion. When I take this to the supinated and up, I kind of prefer to grab onto the strap themselves, but that's totally up to you in terms of how you play with that. Just make sure you're holding that nice neutral spine. You feel like they have that corset hug of the core when you're doing whatever variation you choose. And again, these reverse flies, just like any posterior kind of strengthening that we do, it counterbalances all this that we tend to do during the day. So anytime we're strengthening that back body, we're offering a counter to that, which is something that we can do in order to keep us strong and resilient as we move through our day. Let me know how it goes.